Welcome to the week, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alton West. Today I will have a guest on from the Troup County School System, so stay tuned for my interview coming up in just a moment. Welcome back to the week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm being joined by a person that I know in our community that needs and deserves all the respect in the world, and that is one of our teachers from the Troup County School System, and I'm being joined today by Matthew Graham. Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, and I said our teachers need to get all the respect in the world because you guys are molding and shaping the minds of our future. And it took me a long time. You know, when you're in school, you don't think about that. Right. You just think, oh, they so mean, or I'm just can't wait to get out of here. But you guys have invested or investing in our future. And I just want to say thank you for what you do to mold those minds.
Thank you, absolutely.
Now, Matthew, if you don't mind, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
I'm a teacher, like you said. Got married to my wife, Serenity, for 20 years, and I've got 3 kids. And my daughter's a sophomore in college. My son's a junior at Troup High. And then my youngest daughter is in 4th grade at Long County Elementary. Wow.
Yep. Got the gamut there, don't you?
That's right. I went to Troup High School, so product to the system. And
all right, great. I'm a graduate of Troup High School. I say the original Troup High School, Whitesville Road.
Whitesville Road.
That's right. Yep. Absolutely. Very good. Well, we're here today to talk about the GreenpowerUSA Stem program, which you were the coordinator of.
Right.
And it's important. I mean, it's exciting because I remember coming out of a couple of years ago and I did a show on site, and I got an opportunity to see, and I was just blown away with the teamwork and everything that goes into seeing these guys come together, and guys and girls, I should come together, work together, build a car, race a car, and all of the above. But before we get into all of that, just talk a little bit about the Green Power program, if you don't mind.
Well, the goal is for students to be able to design, build, and race the car, and then to go along with that, the kids are working on team presentations at each of the race events. So it's something that it's real world, it's hands-on, and it's not abstract learning from a book, but they get to take some of those concepts that they might learn in a book or in a lesson at school, but apply that onto something that is meaningful and real to them that they can go and use. And then, you know, all sorts of things comes up when they use it, and they say, okay, how can we make this better? How can we make it faster? You know, what can we do? So they get to dig into some of those critical thinking, problem solving skills, and kind of get them thinking innovatively. You know, and it's great because there's so many different aspects that you can incorporate in a Green Power team. It appeals to all different kinds of kids. It appeals to the students that might want to be mechanics. They might want to be engineers. They might want to go into marketing. They might want to go into fundraising. They get practice public speaking. They work on teamwork and communication. So they work on website design, video production. I mean, there's so much that this program touches, and it allows students to really find their passion, find what they're good at, or what they're not good at, you know. And so for those reasons, I love it. It's just, I've seen it have a huge impact on students across these last 5 years, and I'm so excited to be doing it. I love it. I can tell. I can tell. And you know, I was talking with one of my guests earlier, because of the fact the kids are now such a visual kinesthetic learners, and in your words, they get interactive learning, and it's fun. Right. So they're actually learning and not necessarily, well, they know it. Right. But and then all the problem skills, you know, I mean, the critical thinking skills that you say that come out of that, which is really helping them to prepare for the real, well, they're in the real world, but for that work world as well. That's right. Absolutely. Now talk about the different levels, because you guys have different levels of the Green Power program. Talk about that if you don't mind. That's right. So a student can start out in Green Power in the 4th grade, and that's called the Green Power Goblin program. So the car is a little smaller. It doesn't go quite as fast, but they still get the process of learning the tools and how those tools work, and learning the different parts of the car, different fasteners, how the cars go together, working with their teammates to accomplish that goal. get the car built, and then they go to race events, and that's what makes it fun. If you were just building a car to build it, well, you know, but let's go use it, you know. So they'll go to race events, and at a race event, you can have 4 things. You can have the team presentation that you're going to do ahead of time.
Okay.
You're going to have a drag race, which is just a straight line for time. How fast can your car go?
Okay.
And then a slalom race where it's the same track as the drag, but you're going to weave through cones. Okay. And so you have to learn that using the car and how to drive it. Then you have a circuit race, and the circuit's just usually an oval, but it's a race where they do 3 laps.
Okay.
And then we'll time that one for time. But so that's the Goblin program. That's 4th and 5th grade. And then there's the F24 program, and that's for middle and high school. Okay. So middle and high school uses the same kit car. And it still utilizes a team presentation for 50% of an event and the endurance race for the other 50. So at the middle and high school level, their endurance race is a 90-minute race. How many laps can you get in 90 minutes? That's the goal.
How many laps can you get?
How many laps can you get in 90 minutes? And you have to utilize 3 drivers. And each driver has to drive for at least 15 minutes, but not more than 45. Okay. So there's an opportunity to talk about strategy and what order do we go in and how long does each driver drive. Wow. So, yeah, it's a blast.
It is. It sounds like, and I do remember coming out and doing the program there, and the closeness of the cars is about like these seats here in a lot of cases.
Sometimes they touch.
That's right. That's right. So you, like you say, the strategy to choose who the drivers are going to be, and who's going to drive first, second, or whatever. Yeah. And talking about driving, I know that you guys have had about 5 races previously. Yep. You got 4 more that you're going to be taking. I know that one is coming up that I know the kids are going to be tremendously excited about. Talk about that if you don't mind.
All right, so this year the national championship race is at Talladega Superspeedway. Wow. So we're going to a NASCAR track, and it's not going to be on the oval, it's going to be on the infield. Okay. But what a neat opportunity for middle and high school students. Who can say they've raced at Talladega? That's right. You know, at a NASCAR track. So our kids from Troup County and all over the southeast, really, they'll be there, and we'll probably have 50 middle and high school teams there racing. So it's going to be the most exciting thing.
Yes, it is. It sounds like a lot of fun. And the public can come out to that, support the kids.
It is free of charge to come to Talladega.
Very good. Yes. Let me ask you, Mr. Graham, how are the students chosen for the program?
Well, it's flexible. It can fit each school and how they want to do it. Okay. At my school at Long Cane, students apply to join the team. It's a year-long commitment, and so they'll fill out an application just like they would for a job. And, and most of that application is so that you can kind of get to know the student, you know, and have them sell you on what they can bring to the table in terms of their skills and background, and what they can offer the team. And so we incorporate a lot of writing, you know, for that. And then, but we're not just looking for students with background or experience. You know, some we want, you know, with no experience at all, and they end up being, you know, incredible students for the program. Absolutely. So in other schools, it can be done different ways. It might be done as an after-school program. It might be a club that students can sign up for. So a lot of different ways that can work. Okay. Well, very good. Well, I know, again, I keep reflecting back to the day that I came out. Yeah. I mean, they were just so enthused about what they were doing. They were excited, and they're very talkative about what they, and very passionate is what the things I picked up. They were very passionate about what they were doing, and like you said, I think some of them may go on to become mechanics or other various things that they learn there. We give them a lot of leadership opportunity in that. Like when my kids go to a race, I'm not standing in the pit telling them what to do. You know, they're running the show, and so that's fun. And they really take ownership of the project and how prepared they are, whether the car's ready. You know, that's their car. Right. You know, and so. Even at the elementary level, you see the confidence that some of these students have after they realize, man, I can do this. I'm good at this. Yeah. You know, it's really fun to see. Yeah, awesome. I mean, anything that you can do to kind of build the kids' confidence and really put them out there a step ahead of is always, you know, a great learning experience there. Right. And as we get ready to close out,
I know we talked about Talladega, but we're going to bring it home here too to LaGrange, so that the residents here at LaGrange can see some of these cars in action. Yes. You guys have a race coming up in April. Talk about that one for us.
April 16th, be on that Saturday. We've got a race on the campus of LaGrange College. It's called the 4th Annual Diverse Power Grand Prix. Diverse Power sponsored this race. They've been big supporters of Green Power from the beginning, and we appreciate their support so much. It's going to be a 0.7-mile course that goes along Panther Way and Dallas Street, and then it connects through the parking lot in the natatorium and out to Panther Way again by the CEB. So free of charge. There'll be 4 races that day, starting at 9 o'clock. Second one's at 11 o'clock, and then the final 2 will be after lunch. But we've got 26 teams registered to race that day. I expect 4 or 5 more to come in before the registration deadline. 2 of those teams are from England, Torquay, England. Wow. I'm saying that right. So we're excited that they're coming in to race with us.
LaGrange.
Right. Yeah. So there'll probably be 500-600 people coming in that day. And we've got a lot of our local schools will be participating. We've got Troup High School started a brand new team this year, so they're registered to race with us. That'll be their second race, or no, it'll be their third race. Callaway High School started racing this year. They'll be there. Gardner Newman Middle School will be there. We have Think Academy has a new team this year, so they will be there racing. And then we've got, if I say Gardner Newman Middle School, Long Cane Middle School, Alton Academy will have a team there.
So well represented.
We are, yeah. It's going to be, I think seven of the 26 right now are Troup County teams.
Very good. Yeah. Very good. And again, you said that's free to the public.
Yep. There'll be we've got food trucks coming. Smoking Moe's is one of our sponsors, so he'll be there cooking. Taco Express, I think Sparkles Cookies, Goat Food Truck will be there. So if you like any of those things, they'll be on the Callaway campus at LaGrange College, right across from Callaway Stadium. So we'd love for everybody to come out and just let the kids see it. They may not be a part of a Green Power team, but there's going to be one available at their school, and they can see, at least at the middle and high school level, what it looks like, and if they're in elementary school, what the middle school opportunity is.
So it's a recruitment opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Well, this is exciting, and I know that the weather would be beautiful for that event, as well as the Talladega event. And I know I don't think we said what day that was going to be. Did we say
Talladega is May 21st.
May 21st. I just want to make sure we got that in. May 21st. All right, very good. Well, I want to thank you very much once again, Mr. Graham, for what you do for our students here in the Troup County area, and your passion that you have, and I can tell the love for what you do by helping these young folks prepare not only while they're there in school, but prepare for life.
That's right.
So thank you very much for being my guest today.
You're welcome.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more C-Week coming up in just a moment.